Yo, as always, like, share, subscribe. Now let's just get into it. Now, before I get into anything, shout out to Charles Woodson, Chuck. I make big plays and that's it. Making it into the Hall of Fame, I mean, that's a no-brainer. One of the greatest, if not the greatest Michigan player we've had. I got to shout him out. Made a lot of us love Michigan and football in general. So shout out to Chuck. I mean, what is there to say? We know who he is and what he did for Michigan and everything, Heisman. So, salute. Now, what I wanted to get into was the Michigan offense. Now, the projected starters, I touched on it a little bit a couple videos ago, but I'm going to dive into it a little more on the starters. So, I'm going to run through the offensive line because, I mean, then I'm going to get into the skill positions of quarterback. So, right tackle, we got Carson Barnhart. Right guard, Andrew Stuber. Center, Zach Zinter. These are just the projected starters. You know, this can change with injury or whatever. Left guard, Trevor Keegan. Left tackle, Ryan Hayes. Now, at quarterback, Cade, we all think that Cade was named the starter, so there's not much to say about that. JJ will probably back him up, maybe Bowman. Not sure which one it will be. We'll see. But for Cade showed us some bright spots last year. I mean, offensive line wasn't great. Everything depends on how good that offensive line is as far as passing and running. We'll see what they'll be able to do well, and then we'll go from there. But, you know, Cade showed some bright spots. The thing about the offense and the defense, Michigan, we didn't have a good season last year, but we're bringing back a lot of players that got playing experience. So, yeah, those growing pains can pay dividends this year, next year, you know. So let's just hope that it does pay dividends. So running back, we got Hassan Haskins, of course, as the starter. But Blake Corum is looking like Baby Hulk, putting in the work in the weight room, looking like a beast. So I'm expecting him to continue to get more carries and maybe even be the true running back of the future. I know we got Donovan Edwards. I know. But running back is looking good with Donovan, especially for the future with Blake and Donovan. So we'll see, because we know Hassan is a workhorse, but you want to have a complete back that can do everything. And we know Blake can block. He's got that 0 to 60 speed. Now he's added that weight. So can he be the bell cow also? Can he be that total package? And Donovan Edwards, they say he's what a 5-star should look like. So he's going to get in there somewhere. So the running back stable is looking good. So honestly, from quarterback and running back, we should be set for the next few years, hopefully, with good players. Now, let's see. Wide receiver, Ronnie Bale. We know Ronnie's this is another guy that puts in the work, wants to be great, might make some mistakes as far as might drop some balls. This guy was a basketball player, and they recruited him for football. But Ronnie shows heart. The one thing you can do on the field is effort, and his effort is always there, whether we up 50 or down 50. He's putting in the same effort and trying to get dudes going. That's a leader. So we know we have that. Now, the other receiver spot, Cornelius Johnson is probably going to start. Prototypical receiver. I like Cornelius. Shows bright spots. Now, behind them, we're probably going to have AJ Henning and Roman Wilson. The young kid, I don't know much about him. Dalen Baldwin, I don't know much about him, so I'm not. But Roman and AJ Henning showed some spots last year. Now in the slot, we know we still got Sanders still. Giles left us. We still got Sanders still. I'm not sure who else they'll play in the slot. I'm saying Christian Dixon. I don't know much about these guys, so I can't speak on what I don't know. Now, tight end Eric All. What did Harbaugh say? he's got the potential to be the best and all that. Now we've had some great tight ends at Michigan, so that's lofty expectations with Devin Funches and Jake Butt. Jake Butt was a beast. If he didn't get hurt, I believe he'd be killing people in the NFL right now. But you know how it goes. And behind him, you got Luke Schoonmaker. I hope I said that right. But like I said before, we're bringing back a lot of players that have played. Now, as far as can we run the ball consistently and everything like that, that's going to be on the offensive line, how well they play. But at the offensive coordinator's job, now Josh Gattis, step on up. See, now Josh Gattis, he put the pressure on himself with the speed and space, trying to make a turn. And see, you put the pressure on yourself. Oh, speed and space, speed and space, speed and space. We've yet to see a consistent speed and space. You said that. We didn't say it. So you put the pressure on yourself with this speed and space stuff now. You haven't really called many good games, honestly. So the thing about the offensive coordinator, if you know you can't pass block well, okay, what can I do to help the quarterback get the ball out of his hands fast? That's slants, screens, things like that, you know. To get the ball out the quarterback's hand, he can't hold it long. Now, you're gonna have to show something, Gattis. Like this is another year. This is a year where you're gonna have to put up or shut up, because you got weapons. Like you've got weapons. Like we can't say we don't have weapons, but can you utilize them? Even when we had bigger, slower receivers that could go deep, you wouldn't even throw it deep a lot of the time. Find the mismatch, go to the mismatch. It's simple. It's simple. You got a short corner on a big receiver, you throw it up. It ain't hard to figure out. Like, find the mismatch and exploit it. So, I'm expecting the offense to be a little more ahead of the defense, because they got, we got the new defensive coordinator. We're going to the 3-4 and everything. I'm going to make another video talking about the defense, breaking it down a little bit. We're returning a lot of players on defense. So the growing pains and players messing up like they don't know what's going on and like they haven't been on the field, on a college field, you shouldn't have much of that this year, because these dudes have played and had growing pains last year. But I'm expecting the offense to click a little better. You got Cade being in the system, knowing that he's the starter, got to start last year some games before he got injured, showed fire. Now make this your team. Make this your offense. You the general. You the field general. Show the leadership and take control of this offense. And not only that, Hassan, Blake, I want to see leadership. Like, take over. Stuber, I just need to see leadership on the field. Take control of y'all team. This is y'all team. So I just want to see some leadership. I know Ronnie gonna show heart regardless of what's going on. But, that's just some of the stuff I was thinking about, y'all. Gattis, a lot of this is put on Gattis. Is he gonna call a good game and know how to exploit defenses consistently and not just bang his head into the wall when something ain't working and just keep going into it? Now, we could say, is it Harbaugh? Is it Gattis? Nobody knows. We'll probably never know unless Gattis gets fired and then comes out and says, well, that was Harbaugh calling those plays a lot of the time. Other than that, we're not going to find out while he's here. So, hey, you the offensive coordinator, so I'm going to blame you. When the offense looks abysmal, I'm blaming you. So, That's all it is to it. I'm not going to get into who's calling it. His name says offense coordinator. I'm blaming him. That's all it is to it. But that's all I got for this one, y'all. I just wanted to run over the starters and what I think about the offense. I see a lot of talent, but can we utilize it? We'll see. A lot of these dudes done played. And had a lot of time to get it right. Every year you want to get better. So we'll see. As always, like, share, subscribe. And as always, go blue.